indeed. We're here for free tarot readings. It is Sunday night. We're checking it out, seeing what's going to happen with some readings. What kind of stuff is coming up? Is everyone still on lockdown? Let me know, because that is no good at all. That is no good at all. Bartman, you're the first. What is going on? Mr. Bartman, how are you doing? Let's see. You're first indeed. You're first indeed. Kiki, welcome back. What is going on? And Brianna, welcome. What is up? Jen Knoll and Renee. We got everybody here. Cool. Fun One's King. What is going on? Does everyone want to see what I'm currently working on? Check it out. Check it out. Currently working on the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. So there we go. I'm about 50% done. I just need to do the dress and then the background. It's going to look pretty good. So that is the Queen. So I'm pretty hyped about that. Made some pretty good inroads. Made some inroads today. Brianna wants to know, what now? Missy Joy, is so good to see you again. Stephanie, hey, how are you doing? Healing Wisdom Light, hello. Crystal, hello. Diego, what is up? And Queen of Famous, it's good to see you again as well. All right, so Brianna, is what now? Is that a, let's see, yes, would like to see. Sheila, what's up? Afra, hello. And Renee as well. So what is, what now? What kind of question is that? Where are we headed, Brianna? Where are we headed? We got to know, Brianna. Is this a job thing? You want to know when the lockdown's over? Or you want to know relationships? Or what's going on? Well, hello there, Catherine Holm. Welcome. It's so good to see you. And Mystic Cats, hello as well. What is up? What is up, Magic Universe? And happy Mother's Day to everybody. How was your Mother's Day? Was it exciting? I was going to send my mom flowers, but I don't want them to deliver COVID-19 with the flowers. So I decided against that this year. My first year, I did not send flowers. I said, you know, it's probably best that, you know, that would be ironic and horrible if delivered COVID-19 with the flowers and I'm the one that sent it. So yeah, I was like, no, let's pass on the flowers this year. And we'll just go with the phone call instead. Go with the phone call, see how mom's doing. Say hello to old mom, and how are you, mom? Lady, welcome back. Denise, welcome. What is going on? And Eden is here as well. It's good to see you. All right, so do a general. All right, here we go. Try a general. Throw one more down because it's Brianna. By the way, Brianna, I was going to ask you today, what card do you want to be in? Do you want to be in what card? Sure, Catherine, throw down a question. Wolfie, I like your new name. That is very cool. That is very cool looking. All right, so Brianna, what card do you want to be in? Let me know, and we'll throw you into a card. So, general read, we're looking at some cups, some swords, some wands, and the Ace of Wands. You know, there we go. Put a mask on the flowers. That's right. Or sanitize the flowers, like run them through some bleach. Yeah, just get some bleach and, you know, sprinkle a little on the flowers, and then it'll be all set. All right, so the Page of Cups for a reading. The Page of Cups is all about sort of messages about emotions, messages about things, and sort of moving into the message realm, into love. I do think you have somebody coming. If you don't already have somebody there. 9, hello, what's going on? But you have somebody coming as far as love is concerned. So there we go. Love Maya, sure. Ask your question. There's no list. Donations take priority. And then I choose at random. There we go. So the Page of Cups talks about messages about emotions, messages about romance, and the Two of Cups. I think you have somebody coming as far as romance is concerned. You got a little, yeah, what card do you want to be in, Brianna? I'll put a subtle nod to you in one of the cards there. But we're talking about a romance, somebody coming, and I think it's going to be a fire sign. I believe that you have a sort of a fire sign coming as far as love relationships. I don't think it's anything intense or long-term or anything. It's sort of a casual thing going on there. But I think you have an opportunity for a little romance if you're so inclined. into that romance section there. I think that's actually coming up pretty quick. But we're talking about a short-term relationship, talking about the page is, being a short-term relationship, not exactly stable, not exactly fruitful as far as a long-term piece goes, but it's a fun little relationship, something that you can get into, something that you can enjoy, and something that you can have fun with as far as that's concerned, right? So again, we're looking at the Five of Swords, lure to defeat. Maybe it's not going to be something long-term. We sort of have a couple of not so subtle hints coming here for that. So the Lord of Defeat says it sort of ends abruptly. I don't think the person is here for long term. They could be moving. They could be running around. Kayla and Wolf, welcome as well. So they could be moving, running around. It could be, again, they're only here for a short time and then they're moving on, right? So it seems we have a lot of movement in the cards as well, because the Two of Wands points to sort of them getting out and getting moving and things like that. So sort of a quick, easy relationship. There you go. Now, the Two of Wands, Dominion moving into the Ace of Wands. We're sort of going down by one, but it's reversed. I think that you have your YouTube channel is going to have some successes. I think you're going to have a few people run into it that didn't run into it before. I think you're going to be advertising that a little bit more, and I think that's going to be something that's going to be fruitful for you, and it's going to sort of get going, and people are going to request more, and I think it's really going to be something to where you can have some fun with it and all that. So it's going to be a fun little project that turns a bit more serious as you sort of get into it, because I know you're getting into it now, right? I mean, you're dedicating time to it. Not only are you doing readings, but now you're doing the little graphics for the icons on the screen, and you're doing all these other things. So you just have an interesting thing going on. I think you're going to get more traction to it. You're going to get more people sort of wandering into it. I think it's going to be something that you can sort of have fun with, practice, get comfortable, and then maybe one day you even do live readings or something like that. But I think that's going to pick up a bit. So it's going to pick up a bit, and I think everything's going to go pretty well with that. But anyway, a short-term relationship that ends abruptly. It's like the person's not here for very long almost, right? They're not here for very long. Something's going on with all of that. So, there you go. All right. So, Catherine Home wants to know about money and the cash in with the next 2 weeks. Let's check that out. KH. Cash next 2 weeks. What kind of money are we coming into? Queen Famous. Will D'Angelo come back in my future? Bartman wants to know, how is my friendship with TM? Trademark. How's my friendship with Trademark turning out? All right, let's figure that out. Okay, Catherine, let's talk about money. When we talk about money, I like to go to the Thoth Tarot because that is the best one ever. That is the best one ever. I'm just saying. It's going to be amazing. Whoa. It's going to be amazing. So I put a vulture in my Ten of Swords. I'll put that on the website tomorrow. But I put a vulture in the Ten of Swords. So I'm going on Google and I'm like, hey, Google, how tall is a vulture? Right? Fun One King, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Thinking of becoming a writer for worthwhile venture. There you go. So the Google said a vulture's 4 feet tall, because I have to sort of figure out where to put them on the picture. I'm like, 4 feet tall? That's insane. I'm like, how old does a vulture live? It said 50 years. Can you imagine? That's like a human. They're 4 feet tall and they live 50 years. I did not know any of this. I'm just blown away by just like trivia, bird trivia today. I was like, that's wild. My son's father not at the pickup and drop off. Haiti, that's no good at all. Let's see about that. And Lauren C., what's coming for me in love? Thank you both for your donation. And He-Gates Crossing is here. What is going on? So in the meantime, let's look for cash in the next 2 weeks. Let's see. As far as incoming cash, I really don't see any incoming cash in the next 2 weeks. I do see that we're sort of being, it's almost like your money is being extracted from you or being pulled away from you. So we do have this feel, right? He's talking about pulling away or micromanaging or somebody else having control over some money or some control and some power over the money as well. It's kind of a weird thing, but yeah, there we go. Okay, can I be in the Six of Cups? The children card. Sure, we're going to, well, I already did the Six of Cups, Brianna. You got to pick another one. I'm sorry. But yeah, so we're talking about it's almost like your money is being micromanaged. Brianna, I should have said Seven of Pentacles. Perfect. We'll get you in there. All right, but your money is being micromanaged. Your money is being pulled away. It's being managed by somebody. It's being sort of controlled almost by somebody else. Not the whole thing, but some of it. Kind of have that aspect of it as well. And we also have some sort of blockages or some things with money that are getting released. So it's like money we've been waiting for is getting moving. In other words, it's not quite there yet. It hasn't quite arrived, but it is getting moving. So it's like the car that doesn't start, but you sort of push it. And then as you push it, it starts getting moving and then it starts. Antonella, welcome. What is going on? So I think you have a feel like that. One of the blockages has been getting freed up and you're getting some of that money in there. 9 and Haiti, thank you for your donations. I greatly appreciate that. All right. So as far as the High Priestess, now, every time Brianna's here, the High Priestess appears because Brianna asked, what do you do with the High Priestess? And so every time the High Priestess appears, I mean, I'm just saying. Margaret, hello. Welcome back. How are you doing? But the High Priestess is talking about here. And as far as the Aeon reversed, we're talking about a bit of a limit on the money. It's almost like the money, some of the money you're expecting is not getting to you. So you have a variety of money in movement. One is getting moving. Another one is getting sort of micromanaged. Somebody has sort of some control over it. But a last piece of the puzzle, it seems that some money is getting not delivered. In other words, you're not getting all of the money that you were expecting. Everything is not coming in as to what you were expecting. So anyway, I mean, a lot of different messages for money, but hopefully that made some sense there. That made some sense there. All right. So we did Catherine, we did Brianna. Now we're going to do Fun. Fun wants to get a ridership going. Check it out. Fun, that indeed sounds fun. That indeed sounds fun. All right, Fun 1. Rider good or not? Here we go. Check that out. Katie, what is going on? How are you doing? Let's see for this one. We'll go with the This Might Hurt Tarot. We'll go with the This Might Hurt Tarot. Not that it's funny for a ridership. Not that it's funny for a ridership, but I mean, you know. Offer wants to know, how's Achilles Virgo feel about me? His not my boyfriend. All right, we'll check that out. See how that goes. See how that goes? It's a ridership. Sounds a lot of fun. It does. It sounds fun. Got a couple of people asking about ridership. I think Brianna was asking about ridership the other day. All right. Yeah, a lot of good things. I mean, there's so many things that we can sort of get into, so many things we sort of dive into that are going to be fun, entertaining. So is being a writer going to be the one thing that's going to make some difference here? The Eight of Pentacles says yes. Eight of Pentacles into the Wheel of Fortune says not only can you start doing it, but I think it's going to be something that you can rely on. I think it's something that you can do that's going to be the Wheel of Fortune, a day-to-day activity, something that sort of relaxes you, that you can get into, that you can get excited about. And the Eight of Pentacles is a very stable card as well. It's like you're already doing it, right? So I get the feel that you're already doing it, even though, you know, you're sort of asking about it and all that other stuff. Haiti, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. But we're talking about you're already doing it. And why do we say that? The Eight of Pentacles versus, let's say, the Three of Pentacles or the Ace of Pentacles. Now, if I saw the Ace of Pentacles, I would say we're starting it out. We're just beginning this venture. It's going to be something that you can, you know, sort of have fun with. It's going to be a good venture. The Three will have a creational aspect as well, but the Eight is sort of a stability. Like we're already doing it. We want to know if we can take it to the next step or to the next stage. Wheel of Fortune says, yes, we can do that because the Wheel of Fortune is all about what comes around goes around. We can get some excitement. We can get this as a day-to-day activity as well. Now, Death said you're headed down a road that's going to abruptly dead end. Whatever you're riding may not be your destination goal, right? So let's say you're writing children's books right now, right? Maybe you end up leaning towards young adult books or something like that. Or maybe you're writing mysteries, and then all of a sudden now you're writing maybe more of a classical fiction, or something like that, right? So it's style or something like that, maybe fantasy or something. So you're headed on a road that Death said, we're abruptly ending the road that we're on. We're starting a new road. So I think that you will be writing, but it'll be something different than what you expect. So just sort of get that in mind and get sort of, let out that when you see intuitively an opportunity to get into something different, maybe you will become the next Brandon Sanderson, right? I mean, you never know. But Temperance says as well, balance it out. Don't binge too much. Don't sit there and just binge write. And, because obviously things that are fun, video games, writing, whatever, be careful not to binge, and set aside time every day that you can do that as a regular schedule, so we're not just killing ourselves. Temperance means find that balance, find that mixture that's going to be good for you. Corellia, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. The upcoming week. All right, let's check it out. So Lauren C. wants to know about some romance. Lauren C., do you got somebody in mind? Lauren C., do you have somebody in mind? You're looking at someone cute there. Are they cute? They got to be cute. I mean, that's a minimum. They got to be cute. There you go. All right. So LC wants to know, love forecast. How is it going to go? Let's go to the love screen, because I'm thinking it's good news. I mean, I'm going to predict. I'm not psychic, but I'm going to predict that we got some good news coming. We got some good news coming. Of course, we're going to use the Victorian Romantic from Baba Studio. Raina, welcome. It is so good to see you. How are you doing? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. All right. So, yeah, Lauren C. wants to know what's coming for me in love. And I went on the love screen because Lauren, you're too cute to be alone. You need someone. You need someone. I'm just saying, Lauren, let's find you someone right here with the Victorian Romantic Tarot. Find out what is coming up in love. I mean, a family made the meals today. Oh, we're talking about prepared meals. There we go. Because going to the store is kind of rough these days. I tried to get Walmart. I tried to get the delivery where they'll just throw it into your car, but that didn't work out too well. Yes, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I appreciate that. All right, Lauren, are you in a relationship, or do you have something going on? The Three of Cups into the Devil. Now, the Three of Cups, I mean, I'm going to say it's the celebration card. But when it's next to the devil, when it's next to something that's not good or something that's sort of a bit odd, right? The Three of Cups talks about maybe a third party situation where somebody is within the relationship, kind of throwing a wrench into the spokes of the relationship type thing. So the Three of Cups into the devil either means that a celebration gone wrong. In other words, there's this love opportunity that you had that could go wrong, or that's definitely sort of the wrong attitude, the wrong type feel, right? Or the Three of Cups into the devil could point out that we have a third party relationship, somebody that you're interested in is also doing with someone else, and we have sort of that awkward situation sort of coming along with that. Now, the Nine of Cups right after that points to that you're sort of hitting an area to where you're going to have a couple. You're going to have a couple of different opportunities. It's going to be sort of this odd situation to where you don't really know what to do at that point. And of course, you need a tarot throwdown at that point. I'm just saying. But the Nine of Cups says we have multiple opportunities, or we have some good opportunities sort of on the horizon. Things are looking pretty good. And we're also moving into the Nine of Swords, which is sort of awkward, right? We got a couple of nines. We're going to a good to a bad. It's sort of telling us that you want to be careful what you choose, because one of the situations is not going to be optimal for you. As far as somebody coming back, I'm kind of curious. I don't see anybody coming back. I don't see that individual coming back. Almost like you have new opportunities, but you have, when it rains, it pours kind of thing. When it rains, it pours. The Nine of Cups into the Swords feel. In other words, I have too many opportunities. All of a sudden, there's a couple of people. I really don't have time to throw down with a couple of people. What do I do? So this is confusing situation sort of headed your way as well. But I think things work out, right? I think things work out because the Nine of Cups is a very positive card. couple of 9s, a very perfect as far as numerology is concerned type feel to it. But the back and forth says be careful what you choose, just like in the Raiders of the Lost Ark, you know, where he chose poorly. He chose poorly. That one scene with that old guy, he chose poorly. So yeah, don't be the one that chooses poorly. So make sure you sort of vet whoever the interest is and make sure that everything sort of goes well with that as well. All right. So HC's got a couple of questions. We'll start. Haiti, thank you again. All right. Son's father, not there. All right. So I'm kind of curious what's going on. All right. So you said that son's father is there. The son's staying for 5 days with his dad. Is he okay? I guess I'll combo those up, I guess. All right. Let's combo those up, I guess. So the son's father is not being cooperative with pickup and drop-offs. The son's father is also with his dad for a few days. So let's check out how that's going to go. We can do that with the... Oh, I don't know. The Anna K Tarot would be good for that. You know, you need something with some meat. Need something with some meat on the bones. Gotta have the meat on the bones with some of the more complex things. So there you go. Spiritual Seeker, welcome. Hey, how are you doing? All right, and Renee, welcome. All right, Bartman, King's Court card video tomorrow. Now, Bartman, I do the videos on Tuesday. It isn't tomorrow. It is not ready, but we do have the King's video coming out on Tuesday. I still got to make it. I've been busy drawing. I got so many freaking cards done. You have no idea. So it's looking really good. Looking good. We'll get one more card. Throw down one more card there. Find out what's going on with the son's father. And the drama herewith. There we go. Son's father, girlfriend is the one that's picking up a drop up, but not his dad. I got you. Okay. All right. So he's sending a third party there. Sending a third party to do the drop off and the pickup. So I guess he's busy. And the Emperor said, indeed, he is. He has other things sort of going on here. The Emperor is that he sort of has this control thing to where he's trying to get some other things up and running. He's got some business to attend to. He's got some things going on, and the Emperor says he's busy. So he's sort of sending this other person over to pick up, drop off, and whatnot. So the Queen says also that the other person, I think he's, doing pretty good with the other person as well. So the Queen of Cups talks about that water within water, the water of water, a very sort of emotional feel type thing as well. So I think things are going pretty good. Nine of Pentacles says we have the stability that we need. So if the sun is there for a long, super chat is fine. Tabitha, sure. If the sun is there for a long period of time, 5 days, week, whatever, the Nine of Pentacles says we have that stability within there. And I think that we're looking at a pretty good situation where they're not having any problems. They're sort of having fun with that and all sorts of other things as well. So the Nine of Pentacles is looking pretty positive for that. So we have good emotions. We have good stability as far as that goes as well. Now we're talking about sort of the crossroads or the pathways here as well when we have the two. And within this sort of this realm of going back and forth and things like that, it seems that it's sort of inconvenient, I guess. It's sort of inconvenient to be running people around at this point. So that's part of the issue as well. Bye, Raina. We'll see you later. But yeah, the issue is sort of we're not only are we busy, not only we have other things to do, but it seems that we just don't have much choice, or it's highly inconvenient to be running people around at this time. So that's part of the problem that you're sort of running into as well. So the King of Pentacles is the good organizer. So being reversed, we're sort of having some issues with getting things organized, getting things in place. And that's part of being busy. That's part of the Emperor there as well. So Tabitha, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. So as well, we're looking at the King being just this disorganization. They're just not ready. They just don't have things organized like they should. And that seems to be a pattern maybe, right? With the Sun's father, just this disorganized feel. Things are sort of random. Things are not getting coordinated like they need to be. It doesn't plan very well. And so we have a bunch of issues with that as well. But I think everything's going well. I mean, I don't really see anything bad, you know, you don't see the devil, you don't see the Seven of Swords, you don't see any weird cards in there. We just have pretty much a standard story of just not making very good plans, trying to be organized, but having a bad time of it, being very busy. But, you know, I mean, overall, the water within water says things are working out and emotions are going good. I think things are okay. I mean, there's nothing weird going on. All right. So what was Tyrus trying to show me in a dream? 9 had a dream, and we need to figure out what is going on. What was in my dream? There we go. Tabitha, you're 4 away. You're 4 away. Thank you again, Tabitha. I appreciate that. Yeah, Sun's doing pretty good. Sun's doing good. All right. Let's see. Do we even have this shuffled? Do we even have this shuffled? We do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. All right. So we actually have a dream tarot. We have not used this on stream yet, but I think it's going to go pretty good. And this is rather large for my hands. I have small, tiny little baby hands. But I mean, that's how I roll. That is how I roll. I'm good with it. You know what they say about small hands. You know what they say. They say small hands shuffles tarot cards very well. I mean, I'm just saying. Small hands shuffle cards well. There we go. So let's figure out about the dreams and try to figure out what's going on. Throw a couple of cards down there and figure out what is Tyrus trying to show me in that dream. There we go. All right. 5 of Cups. Now that is interesting. All right. What are we sort of looking at as far as the dreamy feel, the dreamy things are going, right? The 8 of Pentacles. That's an interesting one, pretty much in here. It's sort of swimming in a particular direction, but not really getting there, right? We're trying to force something to happen. We're trying to force this thing to go, and we're trying to sort of get things moving as well. So the 8 of Pentacles says we're getting that moving. So Tyrus is sort of telling you that there are things going on where Tyrus is moving around, and Tyrus is sort of heading in some different directions right now. Now, the 5 of Cups, pretty negative card, but being reversed, talks about this water fountain just sort of, you know, spitting out the fish and the birds flying over. So we have a lot of life coming from within sort of this dark space. And this being reversed talks about that Tyrus is trying to find some settlement, or Tyrus is trying to find some stability within what is going on within their life, right? They're trying to get that life, they're trying to get that organized, and they're trying to get things sort of moving as well, as far as that's concerned. The Sorcerer talks about a lack of stability where they are, so it's forcing them to move. And it is forcing them to move sort of almost either nearer to you or within your realm or closer to you, even if it's emotionally closer to you. The Spirit of Wands talks about just that movement that we have, the movement and the closeness and gathered round you, right? Getting around you, getting into your space, getting closer to you as well. So, I mean, there we go. So the Sorcerer again talks about having that ability, getting that power, and it seems like it's not there, and they're sort of being moved within particular directions for, you know, for just how it goes. So, but there you go. All right. All right, put this up. I've not used that in a long time. So, someone wanted to know, let's see, where's it at? Do you have the book? Yeah, I have the book. All right, someone wanted to know what that tarot is. That is the Mystical Dream Tarot. Mystical Dream Tarot. There you go. All right, unrelated to the first question, my cue will be in chat. Corellia, thank you again for your donation. And Charlie, hello. There you go with the deck name. Go pick it up. It is a pretty one indeed. All right, so we're finding out about Baby's daddy. Haiti wants to know. Oh, let's see. Joey, girlfriend, baby daddy. All right. So is Joey pregnant? Want to know if it's his or no. Is it Joey's or is it not Joey's? What's a good baby daddy deck? I'm going to say the, I don't know. We'll go with the Thoth derivative. That is going to be good. By the way, this is my tarot tower. If you want to know how to make one of these, it's on my channel. It is only $20 to make one of your own. It holds 50 decks of cards. So if you have a lot of tarot sitting around and you want to get it all within easy reach, you can go check out that video. Here we go. All right, Joey is my young brother. All right, so Joey's girlfriend pregnant. Is Joey the baby daddy? Let's find out about that. We'll do a 4-card throwdown. 4-card throwdown for baby daddy. I'm not really sure. I need to make a tarot for baby daddy. And a work one, I need to make all sorts of tarot. I'm just thinking, uh-oh, sounds like we got some cheating going on. It sounds like we got some cheating going on. Do you think we have a different donor? But everyone thinks his, not his. Okay, all right. Prudence. The 8 of Discs is in every reading tonight. I don't know why. Failure, Valor, and Princess of Wands. Oh man, the 7 of Wands sort of spoils the entire thing. Failure going into there, the 8 of Discs, we're sort of expecting. So we're sort of expecting something, right? We're expecting the situation. We're trying to get the situation, and we're waiting for it to sprout, right? Prudence is all about the seed sprouting and getting getting things going. So we have sort of the pregnancy message here. We have the pregnancy message here. Now we're going into the Princess of Wands, and this is a drama-filled person right here. This is a drama woman. This is the queen of drama, problems, and everything else. So I think that because Valor comes next, it's almost like we have to fall on the sword. Due to Valor, we have a situation where we're expected to do something with Valor, and the failure just is not happening, or the failure is sort of behind you. I don't think, okay, entertainment purposes only. I'm just a random fat man on the internet reading cards. So with that out of the way, I don't think it's his. Why do I say that? The Princess of Wands is the worst card in the deck when it's reversed. I'm telling you now. Go pick up what Snuffin's book. Go pick up Lonmalo Duquette's book. Go read about this character, and you'll know this character is a lot of problems. So it's all about this character being reversed, this character being a problematic character, and the fact that we need to exhibit valor. In other words, sort of falling on the sword, getting the valor going, and even though it's not ours. But I don't think it's his. Again, entertainment, I don't think it's his, mainly because of this. We have a message about the pregnancy. We've established that. We know that. We have a problem child after that. We have an issue to where we're expected to do something we don't really want to do, and then we have just this failure bad card within the mix at the very end. So again, I think that you are correct. I think it is not his. All right. Corellia, how will my upcoming week go? Corellia wants to know. If you do not know, Corellia is my favorite planet in the Star Wars universe. I used to play Star Wars Galaxies. I played that like I was on addicted to crack or something. I played that for 30 hours straight one time. So, and you wonder why my eyes give me problems today. Well, I can tell you. How will the upcoming week know? Does he knows? Valor says that he's being expected. He's being expected to do something he doesn't want to do. In other words, he's being expected to just sort of, put up with it. Put up with it. It's okay. Why don't you just put up with it? And he's like, well, wait a minute. So yeah. All right. So how will the upcoming week go, Corellia? Oh man, so many good memories of Corellia. I went so many dungeons. I had so many parties on Corellia. That's where I leveled my character. Oh, man, I'm telling you, 30 hours straight I played that stupid game. I played that game. You have no idea. It's still here, by the way. There's a private server. You can get Star Wars. It's like Star Wars Galaxy Renewed, or no, it's something else. Anyway, yeah, if you want to play a good old graphics, but man, you want to play a classic game, that's where to be. I'm just saying. Okay, how about the coming week, the Ace of Swords? You do have some information. Do you have some sort of negative information coming as well? Negative information sort of pushing you to make a decision. Now, the Magician says that making that decision is going to be pretty easy for you. It's not going to be something that's going to be challenging. However, the decision does have a couple of side effects, and you're good with chess. You're good with chess, right? I think that you're good with strategy. You're good with planning. You know that when you make this decision, you have some downsides. Is it going to be something that you want to do? No. Magician says you're prepared, though. You're prepared, though. You know how to do this. You know how to make decisions. You know how to plan. You're just excited about that stuff. Well, not excited about the bad thing. We're talking about the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is all about the nightmares or the bad dreams and things like that. In other words, the bad possibilities that are sort of hovering around this decision. Blah, hello, what is going on? So the Nine of Swords says the decision does have some downsides. You already know this, but you're going to be able to handle that because you are the Magician, the master of your tools, the excited person that can do anything that they want to do. The Nine of Swords, though, is indeed about rushing in and making poor decisions. And you're not going to do that because you're Corellia. You're Corellia. You're correct. You know how to do this. You know, the Knight of Swords is all about rushing in. Let's get it done quickly, fast, quickly, fast, quickly, fast. You know, wait a minute. Slow down. Let me think about this. I'm the Magician. I'm going to make the decision that's not going to lead me to these nightmares. That's going to be the right one. I think that's going to be something that you do and something that you're good at. I think you'll be just fine because you are Corellia. You are Corellia. You know how to do that and all of that stuff. All right. Lady, totally forgot my new password, so can I donate tonight? I'll get it figured out tomorrow. Lady's like, I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Lady, it's all good. You're all good, lady. Lady, you're all good. All right, Tabitha. Does Ken still have feelings for me or did he move on? Let's find out. All right, TM, trademark. All right, TM. Angel, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Ken, does Ken Doll still love me? No, wait a minute. Does Ken Doll, does he still love me? I love Ken, and Ken is coming back or no? The slow tarot, if they are coming back, maybe it could be a long time. You don't know. We'll check it out. We'll actually go to the love screen for this one because I like the screen switch. I like that screen switch. I do. Find out about that stuff. So we need to know about... My cue will be in chat. Corellia had another question. All right. It's Ken Doll. You know? So I assume that you're Barbie, right? Barbie and Ken Doll. Are those still sold anymore? I remember those from when I was like a little kid. I'm not saying I had a Ken Doll. I'm not going there. I did not have a Ken Doll. I had the G.I. Joe. I was all about the G.I. Joe. I had wars. I had incursions. We had the G.I. Joe set, right? I'd make little Lego forts and stuff. You know, it looked like World War II in my living room. I mean, I'm just saying now. I was into the G.I. Joe. Anyway, but we're in the Ken Doll right now. We need to find out if they still love you. The Knight of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Tower. Well, I think that they're going through their own problems right now. You know, they're going through their own problems right now. The Knight of Wands says that they sort of moved on at this point. They moved on at this point. They're looking for they're still over you. They are. Why is that? The Knight of Wands is all about getting stuff done, moving and getting and taking command of things, right? But the Knights in general are talking about movement. We're moving towards something. When you see a Knight, again, watch the videos, hit that like and subscribe button. The King video coming out Tuesday. 5 thumbs up for that. The Knight of Wands is about movement. Where are we moving to, you ask? Movement with a fire based. In other words, I'm getting going. I need to get going on this. I've been delaying it. You know, I loved Tabitha for so long, but I need to do something else right now. So he's like, let's go. Where are we moving to? The Three of Wands. It's all about the virtue. It's all about the virtue and looking out into this beautiful land of opportunities, beautiful land of opportunities that's laid out before us. We need other options at this point. So we're looking, we're searching, we're getting serious right now. We're looking and planning, right? If you look at the 2, 3 of Wands, you're talking about that whole planning aspect of that that's linked over to the Knights as well. So we're looking at the 2, 3 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands is about let's get the horizon in front of us. Let's find something. Let's head that way. And we're doing movement before that. So we're actively seeking and searching for that. Now we're running into the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords is about hitting some blockages. So I think that they sort of hit some problems, hit a bit of a bump in the road there. And the Tower says that they're sort of trying to get things going. They're having a lot of problems. They're getting knocked back. You know, it looks like, you know, sort of one of the YouTube comedy videos to where somebody's trying to get a skateboard moving or something and they fall down, you know, kind of thing like that, right? So the Tower says we're running into some major issues. We're having our own problems right now. So it seems they're busy. It seems they're busy. They did move on. They're trying to move on. They're not having great success with it, having a few bumps in the road. The Tower is more than a bump in the road. It's more like a, you know, falling off a cliff kind of thing. But you know, we're going with it. We're rolling with it right now. But I think that they're busy with their own thing. They're wandering out. They're moving around. It doesn't, of course, exclude that they may be back because the Tower is pretty bad. They may come crying back and say, Tabitha, I've loved you all along, and I'm having so many problems trying to get a date. I mean, Tabitha, can you come back? You never know. But right now, they're busy. Right now, it just looks like Kendall is busy finding another Barbie, trying to find another Barbie or a G.I. Joe. You know, you never know. That's okay, too. The Kendall may be seeking the G.I. Joe. All right, Corellia has a Q in chat. Okay, Corellia, what was your question? That was like a year ago. Let me scroll up and find out. Your Q will be in chat. Now we're scrolling and scroll. Whoa. Corellia, last month, the Tarot Oracle gave me a love reading where the card said I'll find a partner in May. So what is blocking me from getting this beautiful partner, from getting this wonderful human being that was coming for me, that needs to be here? Because Corellia needs some love. Corellia needs love. Where did he go? Where did he go? Maybe him and the Kendall are hooking up. You don't know. You don't know. I do know what deck I'm going to use, though. We're going to use the Bonefire Tarot because that is what we do here. Tower positive here. Wow, exactly. You never know what's going on with the Tower. By the way, if you did not see it at the beginning of the stream, I'm working on the Queen of Pentacles. My Queen of Pentacles is coming along, so I just need to do her dress, and then I'm going to put animals. If you have a suggestion of what animals do you want to see? Normally there's a rabbit, but I want a bunch of animals. So what animals? I'm thinking a squirrel as a shout out to Papa Squirrel. So let me know what animals you'd like to see running around the Queen of Pentacles. I appreciate any feedback. I will give you credit in the book. I'm going to write a book that's going to be the weirdest tarot book you've ever read in your life. So prepare yourself for the book that's coming for my new tarot, because it's going to be the most unusual book you have ever read on tarot. It's going to be absolutely wild. It's just going to be like essays about cards. We know what the cards mean. This is going to be an essay about the cards. So like the Fool. If the Fool is around these 4 cards, this is no good. But the Fool has an attitude about him. The Fool has this. The Fool is going to do that. And you can't stop the Fool because the Fool is full speed type thing. Anyway, it's going to be a weird book. It's not going to be explanations. It's going to be combinations. What happens when you have the combinations? Anyway, a wolf and let's see, an owl. Ooh, an owl and a deer and a red robin. I ate a red robin a long time ago, and that was like more food than I've ever eaten in my entire life. A bunny and a cat. Yeah, there is a bunny on the right side. All right. So Corelli wants to know, where did my man go? The 3 of coins, the Empress, the 9 of coins, and the moon. I think they're still coming. I think they're still coming because the 9 of coins is a pretty stable card, right? Jacqueline, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. The Knight is a pretty stable card, I have to say. I think that they're headed this way. The Moon says that it's sort of a few cycles or a few delays as far as when they will be coming out, right? Margaret says a squirrel would be so cute. Yeah, I told Papa Squirrel I was going to do a shout out to him in my deck. So I want a squirrel somewhere, and that's going to probably be my Papa Squirrel shout out. All right. And the 3 of coins. We're starting out with the 3 of coins. What this sort of means here is that it's just not working. It's just not working. There are delays. There are things, blockages. There are things not sort of going that well. And the creationism, the 3, a big creationism number here. The 3 with the Empress is reversed as well. We're just having issues in the creation aspect. The manifestation aspect is just sort of holding off at this point. But I do think that it's still coming. It's just delayed. We have a few cycles to wait, right? That's one of the things about the moon. Oh, my book is going to talk about the moon for ages. I don't know how long this book is going to be, but it's going to be insane. Anyway, the moon is all about cycles. And part of when we have a reading, when we feel a delay, when things are not working, the moon talks about a few cycles as far as, when they're coming, right? A few cycles that are sort of being there. So we're looking at that delay, not only that, but we're talking about, a matter of, weeks or what have you. So anyway, so I think they're still coming. I think it's just delayed. The creationism of the Empress. The number 3, the creationism of the Empress, that big explosion, that big birth that we have with the Empress being upside down points us to it's just not able to manifest. We just have a bit of blockages here, but I wouldn't concern it. I wouldn't concern it. I think it's still coming. I think we're still looking good. All right. So I need career and financial guidance. What advice does tarot have for me in career finances? All right. Brianna wants to know, and Brianna wants to be on the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, we'll do that. That's next. That's next with Brianna. I have so many weird, like I'm giving shout outs to some people, right? The 2 of Cups, to where they have the 2 of Cups with that little swirly thing. That's actually going to be somebody's initials. I'm going to make the swirly thing somebody's initials, and it's going to be a shout out to them. So everybody that I adore on YouTube, all the people in the chat, everybody I can think of, we're going to get shout outs out for all of you. All right. BS. Money and career. All right. Figure out that. Corelli, I hope they manifest. Hope everything goes well. And yeah. So what are we looking at for Brianna? Well, we have to do the Thoth. That's mandatory. That's mandatory. If we don't do the Thoth with a Brianna reading, the world will expire. I'm just saying. The world will expire live on stream. All right. We got to figure that out. We got to get that. Brianna needs the Thoth reading. We need it. We needs it. Anyway. Sparrows. Yeah, sparrows. That was really good. Yeah, I already told my vulture story, right? I can't believe a vulture lives to be 50 years. My father didn't live to be 50 years. And a vulture lives to be... They're 4 feet tall. That's nuts. Anyway, watch my channel. I hope you're subscribed. Watch my channel tomorrow. We're going to have a tarot update. We're throwing down all of the cards. You get to see them all. We have a bunch of new cards you haven't seen. And if you're on my Instagram, you have. My Instagram, I post like 3 times a day. So I'm like a crack addict on Instagram. So go look for the TarotOracle on Instagram if you love spam, because I post like 3 times a day. All right, so let's find out. Katie, thank you for hanging out. We will see you later. This is the Brianna Santiago deck, and I am going to make a Thoth derivative deck. And when I make that, we're going to have so many Brianna shout-outs. We're going to have Nymeria shout-outs. I mean, that deck is just going to be one big shout-out to Brianna. I'm telling you now. All right. Let's find out what we're doing as far as that. Your parrot is 30. Oh, my God. Parrots live to be 30 years old? That's insane. That's insane. That's awesome. So, as far as, let's see. Hey, did they call my name? Love. You're not on the list. Let's see. Love, what is your question? All right. Just random FYI. There you go. So we're talking about love. We're talking about money and finances. The Ace of Wands is looking pretty good as far as being creation into that or getting action into that. I think you're getting into a point where you have more control over it. And the problem is almost a lack of control somewhat, right? Somewhat as far as control, it seems that you're being guided or you're being jerked or pulled in different directions. And it's hard to get that control. It's hard to get the reins on the horses because they're just going everywhere. And part of the Ace of Wands tells us that we do have this opportunity coming. We're looking pretty good as far as the creational aspect of it. I think we're going to get a hand on the reins and more of a bit of a level of control over the money, the career, and things coming up as well. I do think we have choices coming sort of as well, right? We have the choices, but it's also balance as well. That Jupiter thing into Capricorn, we're looking at the Jupiter being an expansion basically of your career or opportunities coming. I think also the choices could point to maybe another job offer or some other job that you're sort of hearing about, some place where we can get into and expand and go into and hop into as far as, getting something else going. And I do think the money is coming as well. I mean, this is a very positive card coming as far as the wealth is concerned. So I do think we're in for some money. We have some good things coming. As far as the choices go, the sun is really sort of interesting. Being reversed says that things are not connected. It's almost like we're having to go a little bit farther out, a little bit farther into the bit more of a commute in order to get more money. I think more money is waiting in a longer commute or something that's going to be a bit longer within the pipes, within the flow and things like that. It's just not flowing as well. So if you're willing to get a little bit of a commute, then I think that's going to be okay for you as well. But I do think you have another job offer coming. I do think you have a better rein on the control that you need in order to get that, because that's going to be sort of a problem if you just don't have control and you're being sort of moved around with the waves, right? Forward sort of feels random. It feels like things aren't going where we need to get them. And I think that you're going to have a little bit better time at that later. So there you go. All right, Blah, what can you tell me about my future love life? Let's check that out. All right, Blah wants to know about love life. Give me some love. What is coming up with Blah? All right, Jacqueline wants to know about May. And Angel wants to know, how will I meet my love? Trying to find something close but pays less. All right. Oh, talk about my love life. Yeah, about love life. What do we want to use? We use the slow tarot. We use this. We have not used the dark mansion. We need the dark mansion. We needs the dark mansion. We needs it. The love screen on the love life. See, everybody's on target tonight. Everybody is on target tonight. Haiti wants to know about the man that's coming. I remember the prediction, Haiti. You were going to find a nice person that was going to be coming around and get into that love. We'll check out an update. Haiti, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. I always appreciate you. Seeing about that love life and how it goes. All right. Oh, let's check it out. What are we doing with the love life? Giving you some love, the Nine of Wands. You're still having some blockages with that. Blah, we're still having the blockages. Blah, did you not meet anybody? Are you not having luck in the love section, but you're not meeting anybody? We're having these blockages. I remember the last time I think I read for you, we had blockages as well. The Four of Pentacles. It's almost like the universe is just sort of holding on to what it has, not willing to share, not willing to get you some love, not willing to get you some of these opportunities that you're looking for, right? But I think the sun says that we're looking at better situations. So when are we looking at better situations, you ask? So we have the sun. We're sort of abruptly, sort of getting into this sun situation from hanging on with blockages and things not looking good. So what's the transition card, you're asking? Well, that's going to be the Page of Pentacles. Talking about the Page of Pentacles is willing to go out and try something new, go out and do some different things. And I think that's where your key is in this particular situation. You want to try something different, try something new. Let's get out of our comfort zone. Let's try another avenue and see if that avenue is going to be good for us. It's going to be good for us, because if not, then it's going to be kind of difficult for that, right? So anyway, try something new. We need to step out of our comfort zone. We need to sort of, jump into some different areas, try some different things, and get within those realms and try to see if we can get the sun sort of moving. Because the sun does point to good news, points to better opportunities, points to a better tomorrow. I think that's where you're sort of headed. But again, we're going to have to make some modifications. We're going to have to get out. We're going to have to get moving. We're going to have to make some changes in order to get that sort of kicked off. But yeah, you are having blockages. We are, sort of not getting to where we want to go as far as love is concerned as well. So there we go. All right. James Gordon, welcome. How are you doing, James? Will exploring voodoo be a benefit to my future, or will it lead to dangers? So James, are you talking like the full-on voodoo? To where, James, you're going to make like a TarotOracle doll and like stab him with pins or something? Or like James, what's going on? You got to tell us. James, what's going on? You got to tell us. Like how deep are we getting into the voodoo? Is it like what was that James Bond movie? The one with Roger Moore, to where they had the voodoo. Okay, AMT. How will I meet my next love interest? Okay, now, James, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, if you make a TarotOracle voodoo doll, don't make them fat. I don't weigh 400 pounds anymore. James, okay, if you've already made one, I'm begging you, if you've already made a fat TarotOracle doll, you need to get some of the stuffing and take it out. You need to remove some stuffing, because I've lost 240 pounds. That's a lot of stuffing. I'm just saying. So it's going to look weird. It's going to have dull, loose skin. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have the dull, loose skin. It's kind of awkward, but that's my reality. That's what I deal with today. So, I mean, it's okay. If it's loose skin, that's okay. I mean, I'm just saying it's okay. You may want to may want to resew it or something. May want to resew it. All right. Let's find out about this. I think we could use... Oh, it has been... Oh, no, we'll do another Chiro deck. We'll do another Chiro deck. See, look, James. Look. See, this was the shirt. This shirt used to be tight. And now it's not. And I'm too cheap to buy another shirt. So, I mean, you just got a New Orleans style voodoo. Well, that's the only one. No TarotOracle doll. Well, you need to get on that. I have a voodoo style deck and some books gifted via a friend in the area. I mean, I'm saying that sounds pretty fun. I know there's a hoodoo. Did you see the hoodoo tarot, James? That one looks really cool. That's out already. You can pick up the hoodoo tarot. Not sponsored. I'm not sponsored. All right, can my question be taken, please? It's 4 a.m. and I woke up just to watch your stream. Well... Unfortunately, we're ending after the next couple of questions. We had a lot of donations, but by the way, put up Neha, there you go. I know a Neha. I don't think it's you. No, you look different than Neha that I know. So Neha, I'm here every single night. So if you want to ask your question tomorrow, just let me know. Just let me know. You know, I'm here every single night. And on the weekends, I'm here in the mornings. So if that's probably better. The mornings is probably better because it is what? Yeah, it's really late where you are. It's really late. Anyway, I want to get the Hoodoo Tarot. Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, so how will I meet my next love interest? Are you going to run into him at the grocery store? Is he going to give you coronavirus? I mean, what is happening? Let's find out. Zaina, welcome. What is going on? So the Hierophant says we're going to meet him at work or some institution or some formal place Now, the Hierophant is all about formality. It's all about seniority. It's all about authority as well. Interesting card, man. I mean, if you read about this in some of the other decks, right? In some of the other decks is extremely interesting card. Anyway, some of the older decks. So the Hierophant talks about formality or a position of power or someone that has a role of power as well, right? So we're looking at some of that, which generally points to work. It generally points to work, unless you hang out with some, other power. Could also point to church. I mean, the church reference is obviously there. But anyway, so the Six of Pentacles talks about either children. Six of Pentacles, sorry, the Six of Cups. All right. Wow, it has been a long day. The Six of Pentacles is all about giving and taking, receiving, giving, taking, receiving. And the Six of Pentacles being reversed says that it's just sort of difficult to get started or difficult to get into the person's interest. I think that you sort of get into a crush situation. We have a crush situation, right? All right. Brianna, see you later. Thanks for hanging out. We have a crush situation where you're interested in the person, but they just don't know it. And I think you're going to have to sort of approach them, the King of Wands. Take it in, walk up to them, say hi, I don't know what people do to attract other people. A wink at them, sniff their hair, whatever. But the King of Wands says you're going to have to approach them and you have to sort of take the first move. You're going to have to sort of, hint, say, hello, what is going on, kind of thing. So anyway, but the Six of Cups, which is the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, is all about children. It's all about gift and sharing a moment, sharing something both emotionally and, sort of intuitively as well. But it talks about sort of a younger person. So when we're looking at this in a reading, we're looking at this as sort of, this is going to be a younger person, be a few years younger than you. So I think that's where you'll meet your love interest. Again, at work, you're going to be in a crush situation. You're going to have to go up to them and introduce yourself. I don't know, rub up against them, sniff their hair. I don't know what, whatever. And sort of give them that indication that you could be interested. And then it picks up from there. But I think the Six of Cups looks at a very positive situation after we sort of do that and all of that stuff. By the way, if you haven't been here before, sniff a hair is a joke from we have a user named Juicy Peach. And Juicy Peach has been trying to seduce somebody at work for months. And finally, Juicy Peach is this lady trying to seduce some dude at work. And finally, Juicy Peach came in and was all excited. She said, I got some progress. I got the guy to sniff my hair. And so it was just endless jokes. So that, I haven't seen Juicy Peach yet. Maybe Juicy Peach seduced him. You never know. You never know. Maybe it went good. Maybe the hair sniffing was productive. I don't know. I've never tried that approach. I probably won't be trying that approach personally, but I mean, I'm just saying. Oh, or we could do James. We could do like James and check out the voodoo. Is there a voodoo thing? Is there a voodoo thing? I don't know. By Travis McHenry. There we go. Sniff their hair. Yeah, sniffing the hair. My last boyfriend sniffed my hair on the first date and it was creepy. So, I mean, how do you properly sniff hair? That was my question to Juicy Peach. I mean, is there a way to do it non-awkwardly? You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, but I have to sniff your hair. Do you just go nose straight in with the nose? or do you sort of, sort of hover around the hair before you go straight in? I don't know. I don't really understand it. All right. Okay, let's check it out. Let's check it out. As far as how the rest of May go for me, how is it looking? The Five of Cups is not good. Two of Wands is not good. The Ace of Cups looks better. You're going through something. We're going through something. I mean, I don't know. The Three of Swords, you've had some heartbreak. Jacqueline, you've had some heartbreak, girl. What is going on? What is going on? So obviously the cards are saying, Jacqueline, we're talking about some heartbreak, some love. We have a story happening here. It's unfolding right before us, Jackie. Right before us, Jackie. We have a story unfolding. The story is that we've had some heartbreak and you've had some issues with that. So if we're looking for getting through the heartbreak situation, getting through sort of this downtime or this challenges that you have been facing. I think it's going to get better. It's going to get better. The Ace of Cups says it is, right? The Three of Swords reverse says not only are we recovering from this, not only are we recovering from this situation, but we're moving into a better tomorrow as far as love interest goes. I think the Ace of Cups says that we have somebody that you've known in the past is either coming back or somebody that you've known previously and things like that is coming back. So we have this old love sort of re-entering the situation. This old love re-entering the situation and is looking pretty good as well. The Ace of Cups points to a new love, obviously, a new love, right? So if you're reading tarot, if you've never read tarot before, you're looking for the Ace of Cups being a new love situation, which it is. Now we're in the Three of Swords upside down. What does that mean? What does that mean, right? You have this question. The Ace of Cups, we got new love, but now we have this negative card reversed. That means that it's somebody from the past coming back, somebody that we broke up with, somebody that was there before coming back into our life. The Three of Swords, the breakup card, being reversed says we've reversed the breakup and we're getting back into the situation. So the Two of Wands, the Five of Cups points to a downside. We're not having the luck that we had. We're having sort of a bit of a bout of, challenges, and it's time to move away from that. It's time to get things going, and things are going to look positive a bit into the future because you have somebody coming back. So if you've had a relationship, you've been wondering, hey, will I reconcile with this person? It's quite possible now. It's quite possible. So you may want to reach out and say hello maybe to somebody or somebody has said hello to you, and sort of chase that if that is going to be interest to you. We'll check that out. James, we're getting to your voodoo, my friend. After Haiti, we're getting to that. It's such a fun question. I got to do it. All right. HG wants to know love life. Now, I know HG, Haiti had a man coming, and let's see. So we need to find out about that. We'll do that with a Hobbit Tarot. And figure out how that's going. By the way, this is the Hobbit Tarot right here. All right, so we'll do some voodoo, check out James and the voodoo situation, and figure out how that goes. Because it looks like James is getting pretty serious with it. James got some books, knows all the people and all that stuff, knows the different categories. So yeah, James, you're sort of diving into it. Let's figure out, James, if that's going to be scary or fun or what is that? What is that going on with that? There we go. All right. All right, so Haiti, know you had some love coming. See how that is sort of progressing along. Well, the Ten of Coins says it's moving. The Justice says that, you got a lot of other things going on. So it's talking about that you're just really busy with emotions, really busy with love. We're sort of going back and forth. We just have a lot of upset. We have a lot of challenges sort of, facing us. And so we're sort of moving out of those challenges. We're trying to get those out of the way. Justice reverse says you're just not being treated right. We're not being treated correctly. Past relationships, current sort of interest, you're just not getting the treatment that you want. You're not getting the level of communication that you want. The Ace of Swords upside down. And again, you're getting mixed communication. You're getting mixed feelings from different people. The Ten of Coins says it's going to sort of clean up. We're going to clean up. The Ten of Coins is good. we have everything. We have the house, the love, the grandpa, the dogs, the kids. We have everything there. And that's really looking good as far as the 10 of coins as well. So the 10 of coins says things are improving. We do have the challenges to sort of move through. We do have sort of this recovery hill that we have to sort of cross with that. And Bart, it's going to be Tuesday, not Monday. But the 10 of coins says things are improving, things are getting back in order. So I would expect that to sort of hit. The 4 of swords says the rest time, the delay time, the recovery time that we're sort of going through here is coming to an end. The 4 of swords being the rest and the recovery, and that sort of fixing itself, recovering. Once that's done, then we'll sort of get moving again and the delay is over. All right. So we're looking at James, and this is going to be the last reading, by the way. We're ending soon. I'm trying to go to bed an hour later because I need to stay up, even though I work early. Okay, what are we doing? James. Voodoo time. Okay. Voodoo time with James. What's a good voodoo deck? Well, I got so many. There's got to be a good voodoo. Oh, come on. There's got to be a good voodoo deck. There has to be. There has to be. Come on. Oh, on this one. Yes. This is the voodoo deck. This is the voodoo deck. The most awaited reading. Everyone has been here waiting. Sergio, I'm sorry, readings are closed. I'm here every night, Sergio. Every single night for the rest of your life. Literally for the rest of your life, I will be here every night. And there's nothing stopping me. If my internet goes out, I'm going to use my phone. There's nothing stopping. Every single night. The occult tarot. Yes, this is it. So James' general question is voodoo dangerous? Is it going to be like a James Bond movie? What is going to happen? Sounds like James is already deep in the book, so I think James pretty much has figured this out himself. We're going to go that. Voodoo Tim. James, who is Tim? Is it Voodoo Tim? Why does it say Voodoo Tim? I typed in time, but it cut it off. That's so weird. All right, James, there's already voodoo in the channel. We've got voodoo going right now. All right, beautiful voodoo deck indeed. I got bags and everything. So the 7 of Wands. Oh, the 7 of Wands, James, you need to be careful. This is the defensive card. We're getting defensive here. I don't have a voodoo screen, no. We're getting defensive, James. If you're going to wander into this, James, you need to have the defense. And in Wicca and witchcraft, you have all sorts of defensive things that we can do. I think the Golden Dawn spells have defensive things that they do as well. So it's all about getting the defense up and make sure that you're being proactive in not getting into a situation that's going to be dangerous, right? So 7 of Wands talks about being defensive, getting the barriers up, whatever the voodoo has that's going to get you barriers into nothing creeps in that you don't want to. You don't get into the creepy crawlies in there. You want to be careful, basically, right? So the 7 of Cups is talking about that this is going to be something that's emotionally fun for you. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be something to where you can sort of get into it and have a bunch of opportunities. Now, the 7 of Cups, you don't see it on this card, but the 7 of Cups is all about these beautiful cups and this array of cups that you're looking at, and you want to pick one. You have all of these choices. And that's part of the excitement of what you're into. I have all of these choices. I have all of these fun things that I can do. I can do this book. I can do this spell. I can make this thing. I can make a TarotOracle doll. You can do all of these fun things. And I think that opportunities with all of the vast array of cool stuff that you're running into is exciting. It's exciting. And the Lover says, I think this is going to be something that you will enjoy as well. It'll be something where you feel fulfilled and you feel good. It makes you feel like you're having fun. You're learning something new. You're getting into, this side of sort of the mystical, the mysticism stuff, and I think that you enjoy it. You're already in it, right? You're talking about books. You know the authors. You know the techniques and things like that. So if you're looking for safety or not, take your precautions. Do your defensive stuff. Do your circles. Whatever you need to do, make sure that's in place. Make sure you choose widely. Make sure you choose wisely. Again, go look up the Seven of Cups and this big array of things. Make sure you choose wisely. Don't choose something stupid. And you know what stupid is. I mean, you can look at something stupid and go, well, that looks stupid. I don't want to do that, right? So if you're not comfortable with it, James, don't chase it. Don't chase it. Use your better judgment, right? But Lover says it's fun, it's interesting, it's a fun way for you to get into something that you're interested in, and you're already sort of within that as well. Now, the Five of Pentacles says you do get bored of it. You get bored of it, James. After a while, you just sort of burn out. So, James, you may be one of the types that loves something, that gets passionate about something, that dives into it 150%. You read every book possible. I mean, that's like a Virgo or a Capricorn feel. That's like me. I just dive into it, into unknown depths, and that's all I do. And then I'd sort of burn out. I'll be like, yeah, all right. Five of Pentacles says you do have a burnout stage. At that point, you have to make a decision. Am I really burned out? Do I want to take a break? Do I want to continue it on? That's up to you. I mean, that's a personal decision, but the Five of Pentacles says we do sort of feel some burnout after a while. So, take your time. Take your time. Don't binge. Just relax with it. Take a little bit every day. Learn. Do whatever you need to do, and all of that stuff. So I think overall, it's a good thing. Just take your precautions and be aware that you could burn out, basically, right? So I think if you use some common sense, you're going to have some fun. Everything mysticism, it's all fun. You want a TarotOracle doll. I will sell TarotOracle dolls. They'll be on Etsy. I don't know how to make a voodoo doll. It's got to have some loose skin because of the 400 pounds to 170, but I don't know. That's going to be kind of awkward. What would it look like? Will it be holding a tarot card deck? Which card deck would it be holding? What do you think? Would it be holding the Hermetic Tarot? I don't know. I don't know what deck it would be holding. Anyway. All right. Thank you for joining me. I'm here every single night. If you didn't get your question answered, come back and see me. We'll see you then.